dig deep. We're going to go in depth to understand Augie a little bit more and how he's thinking, how he's feeling, and why he's feeling that way. How can this be related to your own life with your friends? Would you want to dig deeper and know your friends?
Yes.
Can someone tell me why? Why is that important to dig deep and understand things about your friends, Savannah?
To know what kind of friends they are.
To know what kind?
Nice.
Yeah. What else? I'll come back. Jordan.
Make sure it's okay to hang out with them.
Yeah. Caitlin?
To, like, find more about them, like, learn more about them and their personality.
Yeah, to learn more about them, their personality. Jenna?
It's like, if you wanted to find, like, out things about them and see what you have in common.
To see what you have in common. That's really good. So you want to dig deep and find out more things about your friends so you can see what you have in common. Maybe what about things that may upset your friend? Isn't it important to know a lot about your friends so you don't upset them?
Yes,
Lexi?
like, if you,
Do you want me to come back? Brooke?
Treating your friends like you have ugly shoes and ugly hair.
Wait, what do you mean? Say it again?
If you have ugly shoes and ugly hair. Like giving me compliments.
Oh, like being nice to people and things like that? Being nice to your friends even if they don't have the nicest things? Yeah. Well, you want to be a good friend, and knowing more about them and their background and things like that helps. Haley?
If, like, let's just say that somebody was wearing different clothes that didn't match. But if they don't, I lost it now.
That's okay. We can put our hands down. Those are really good examples. It's okay. So how do you think you can dig deeper to figure out things about your characters in your books? So it could be your own personal book. What can you do? What can you do? Grace?
Find words that describe them.
Words that describe the character. Aiden?
Made the book, you know all about.
If you read the whole book, you're saying? Well, what if you're only reading the beginning? What if you just get through the first few chapters and you want to learn about your character?
Well, what if you made the book? Then you'll know everything.
Well, if you made the book, I would hope you know everything. But then what would you write? What would you write?
This guy loves red.
What? What?
So you would write specific details?
Yeah.
Okay, so specific details about the character. The back of the book, the back of the book tell you though about that character.
It would just tell you. It would tell you about the book and also like.
Aiden?
Sometimes it describes the character and some. Yeah. So I guess that's fine.
So we're gonna go over a little strategy, and you guys might have had this already in your notebooks. But can someone read to me the first part, the big lettering at the top? Caitlin?
Readers pay attention to the characters and in their stories. They
Notice.
notice
Okay, someone read the first bullet. What do they notice? Camilla.
how they act,
Next one, Dylan.
How they speak.
Savannah.
what they say,
What they say. Aiden.
What they think.
And what they think. Why are those things important? Justin.
that's kind of like all that a character would really do in like a book or something.
Yeah, and if we start to figure out how they act and how they speak, what they say and what they think, won't that help us get to know our character?
Scared me, bro.
Can someone read the blue for me?
I thought we Busted.
Haley. Camilla.
Oh gosh. Then they ask, what does this tell me about how a character feels, and what feeling does this capture?
Good. So we're going to apply this strategy, and we're going to go in depth to learn a little bit more about Augie. So I'm going to give you papers. And what have we been working on in reading? What's our new reading called, Lexi?
The Daily 5.
Daily 5. So today we're increasing our time to 8 minutes, but instead of reading,
No.
okay, eyes and ears. Instead of reading your own books, you're going to read this Wonder. It's only a couple pages, and I'm going to read you the directions. It says, as you read this passage, you're going to highlight any clue words about how the main character, August or Augie, feels, thinks, acts, or what he says. You can make notes in the right side column about what you think those clues mean. So if I'll read you the first sentence. Okay, so I admit that the first day of school, I was so nervous that the butterflies in my stomach were more like pigeons flying around my insides. What is something you would highlight to explain what Augie's feeling? Jordan.
Butterflies in my stomach.
And what does that tell me about Augie, Lexi? He's feeling nervous, so I would highlight that sentence and maybe write on the right-hand side, Augie is nervous. Okay, these are things that I want you to do when you're reading this, okay?
In our reading groups or just by yourself? Can we write that?
So,
By yourself or
I'm getting to it. Okay, so
in reading groups?
because we're going to practice our daily 5 and we're up to 8 minutes. If it takes you longer than 8 minutes to silent read this, that's fine. Okay, but I want you to pick a good spot for you. I'll give you a colored pencil and you guys can highlight, or you could use your pencils and underline and then write in the right-hand column how you know how Augie feels. And when we're done with that, we're going to make a character map.
Yay!
And you guys are going to draw and write different things about Augie in the character map, and then you're going to present it to me, but
That's what Augie looks like?
on Flipgrid. You're going to present it on Flipgrid. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
No, Augie.
Okay. Raise your hand if you have a question. Jenna.
Will we be able to color the Augie when we're done?
Yes, if you get your work done, but I'm going to set a timer for that 8 minutes of silence, and if it takes you longer to read, that's fine. But I want you to practice that 8 minutes of silent reading for our daily 5 is going to count for this packet. Grace.
I have 2 questions. 1, do we have to do notes on the side?
Yes.
2, what if it takes us less than 8 minutes?
Well, you'll